Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we have some updates on the Kandi, Burruss, and Todd Tucker divorce, because there is the actual divorce itself with the court documents and everything else. Kandi filed a petition, Todd filed a response, Kandi filed an amended petition, as well as a motion to seal and conceal and have everything confidential. We haven't heard anything yet on what the update and the status is of that. But then we also have the media battle, right? And the media battle as far as what is in the publications, and then also the social media battle of it all, right? So in the media publications, it's, we've gotten two exclusives from people, right? Two exclusives from people that are, pro Kandi. One from Kandi directly from herself on November 21st. Another one today on December 3rd, right? And then we found out about Todd's response to the divorce via Us Weekly on Monday, you guys. And then, you guys, we have to talk about social media, right? Because the latest there is Todd, like I said, has been doing the daddy daycare stuff, has been promoting, his productions, and allegedly has a movie theater. And he also did a post about his mom, and that he was thinking of his mom due to the fact that, somebody else, one of his friends, had passed away and everything else. And that made him think of his mom, and posted her, gravesite and everything else. Then we have the Real Medium getting involved, you guys, saying that they put him in her heart to send him a DM, and that she offered to connect with him and his mom and anyone else with a heart emoji. And that what's crazy is I'm looking at her last name, and that's my grandmother's family name, Wells, and the only other Wells I have met, I've been related to. So that's interesting as well. And then we also have the Ricky Smiley morning show, you guys, where, Gary with the tape is alleging that Todd Tucker is refusing to leave the Atlanta home. No. That apparently, allegedly, he's refusing to leave the Atlanta home. This is the home that Kandi bought. And she bought it before they got married, even though the property is in her name. Remember, I kept telling y'all in multiple videos how Todd did a video a couple of years ago in which he said that you can make claim to a property, to a deed, to a home, even if your name is not on it. No. And so then it says as well that Todd is allegedly positioning himself as the parent who spends the most time with the kids. And we can see that from the divorce documents, and posting the videos of himself cooking, cleaning, and doing daily routines, while insiders insist that Kandi is still a fully active, hands-on mother despite her busy schedule. Because Georgia courts can give the marital home to the parent deemed, quote, the primary caretaker, Todd's behavior is raising eyebrows among the people close to the situation, and the divorce is quickly becoming more complicated than anybody expected. But I am here to say once more, who is surprised? Who is surprised that these were going to be the turn of events, you guys? I am not surprised at all. But it's like you can't call out, and this is the thing too, when you get into the stan culture of it all, is you can't call out when you see certain signs or you see certain issues, because then people get mad at you. People get mad at you, and they're like, oh, you're being a hater, or you don't want black love to last, or you're just, da, 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 da. And it's like, no. It's not even that. You know what I'm saying? It's like these are people that you're fans of. There's people that you admire. Like, I love Kandi's business sense and the fact that she stays getting to it and getting to the money and making, all types of, things for herself. But it was clear as day to me that Todd Tucker was not the one or two or the three or the four to be getting married to. No, absolutely not. So, none of the less, Kandi now has taken to the social media of it all. And she did a post, and it's like a slideshow of Kandi and some photos, and features some photos of some other people with her as well. And it says the following. And also, at the time I'm recording this, has almost 100,000 likes. Kandi says, "This is what I look like when I'm going through something. I show up for my family. I show up for my friends. I show up to handle my business, and I show up with a smile, all while on the inside I am emotionally broken." No, Kandi! No! In every pic of this video, I was intentionally dealing with something life-changing that most of the people in the pics with me had no clue of, my inner stress and sadness. This is not being fake. Okay. This is just how I deal with things. I internalize and deal with it alone. I am the poster child for the saying, check on your strong friend because you never know what they are going through. I normally don't like to share stuff like this, but I was listening to this old song that I wrote years ago and felt like it perfectly described how I feel. So a lot of people in the comments are showing support, especially from Atlanta and Real Housewives and the whole nine. Portia had a prayer emoji, said, "You and your family are in my prayers," with a heart emoji. Jessie Wu said, "You once said it doesn't rain. Always what the sun finally shines on you. Remember your own words, Kandi. All of this is going to work for you and for your good in Jesus' name," with a heart emoji. And Kandi had also reposted what Jessie Wu had shared of Kandi previously saying this quote about, things raining and everything else. And Kandi had made the comment in the repost from Jessie Wu, basically saying, that she hears her words and she's definitely going through a rainy season right now. So she's definitely taken that one to heart. Also, Rashida, as we know, is a good friend of Kandi's. Rashida said in the comments, "For those of us who are blessed enough to really know you, know how strong you are, know how you deal, and know how you always show up. You have such a big heart. That's why your blessings are so big. Even through the storms, you fly above, sis, and you have a tribe who truly loves you." Heart emoji. Then Naturi for real, aka Tasha from Power, y'all, aka formerly of 3LW, said, "Such a Taurus. We hold a lot in, and we have to be quote unquote the strong one. But just know we got you, sis. You're not alone, and you don't have to be strong all the time. Just be wherever you are. Love you, girl." Then Shamia had a sad emoji face, had said, "I love you so much," with praying emoji. "God will take care of you," heart emoji. Smiling through pain is definitely a Taurus trait. Then we have Monica. Monica, who is currently on the Brandy and Monica tour, you guys, said, "I overstand. Love," with heart emoji. "Just know we are all praying for you and support you, Kandi. This too shall pass." Speaking as a believer and one that has experienced it, with a heart emoji. And of course, as you know, Monica, of course, infamously went through that divorce with her ex, former NBA player, Shannon Brown. Then we have Tanisha Thomas said, "Let me adjust your crown real quick, love. Ben Hur, sending you lots of love." Heart emoji, praying emoji, shooting star emoji. Tammy Rowan said, not Tammy Rowan, Tammy Roman! "My respect for you is unwavering, 10-toe style. It's love always, up and stuck as you put on the full armor of God and know that his angels will guard you and all things in peace and strength and power will rest upon you," with 3 yellow heart emojis. Drew Sedora, "This is real, sending love to you," heart emoji, with praying emoji. Carmen said, "You got this and I've got you. I'm always here for you no matter what," with a strength emoji and a heart emoji. Then Cynthia Bailey said, "God will never give you more than you can handle. Sending love, prayer, and strength. Love you, Kandi." Heart emoji, prayer emoji, and heart emoji. Then Deborah Cox, nobody is supposed to be here. Wow, understood. We're all rooting for you, lifting you up high to find a resolution. Then we have Sanya Richards Ross and said, we love you, Kandi. I know it will be hard, but this too shall pass, with eyes watering emoji and the hands heart emoji, praying for you, hands up emoji. Then we've got Delicious. Delicious, formerly a flavor of love. I love you, beautiful. Always my heart emoji, beautiful inside out, with three double exclamation points. Then, Deshauna Barber, Kandi, storms do not last forever. Oftentimes, the chapters that break us the most are the ones that shift us closer to our destiny. You will make it through this storm. I'm praying for your peace, your happiness, and your joy. Also, Nichelle Turner, I completely understand this. Love you, Kandi. And Lena Hugs, you always show up. Ming Lee, love you, Kandi. Right? And Tamika Scott also sent heart emoji and praying emojis as well, you guys. So a lot of love. Also, Don Juan was in there as well. So just know you are never alone. And us that are standing with you stand firm with love. And some people are attached to others are assigned. Toya also said, I love you, friend, with a heart emoji, right? And the real Janelle Smith also said, sis, come to St. Lucia for a second. I want to show you something, with 3 heart emojis and 3 movie camera emojis. So a lot of love, a lot of support for Kandi Burruss as she is going through this divorce. And I think, again, maybe her being, too kind and thinking everything was on the up and up, and not thinking that this divorce was going to turn out the way that it was going to go, not expecting the marriage to fail, right, is already one thing you have to deal with. But now having to go through the process of going through a divorce, right? And you think in this initial filing, everything's going to be sweet, everything's going to be amicable. You guys are talking, you guys are communicating. You're going out on a limb on your Amazon Live saying, listen, looky here, we were together for, our child's birthday party. We're going to spend Thanksgiving together and all of this and all of that. Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be Gucci. There's not going to be no drama until that response hit from Todd Tucker talking about some primary custody, talking about, let me see what is tangible and intangible, and you better not hide anything, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm contesting the prenup. What? Right? You know what I'm saying? That definitely, I'm sure, has Kandi thrown, right? And I'm sure it doesn't help matters that a lot of the old videos, whether it is from Real Housewives of Atlanta or on the various Facebook lives that Kandi and Todd were doing with her glam squad and all of that stuff that's resurfacing on the Tickety Talks, on the Twitters, on people discussing it on the blogs and everything else, I am sure that is not adding to anything, right? But nonetheless, I think that, Kandi has to know that regardless of the, the bigger picture of it all, the bigger picture of it all is Kandi has a lot of support. Kandi has a lot of shooters, right? She has a lot of people who are going to be ride or die for her, 10 toes down for her. A lot of people who are saying that prenup better be enforced, that Todd better not get anything, and all of this and all of that, that better be ironclad, and all of this and all of that. So she has a lot of people who are supporting her. I think probably what has thrown her is, the Todd's response, as well as the number of people who are going hard in the paint for Todd, that might have thrown for a loop. So Kandi's like, whoa. Y'all out here defending Todd, y'all out here sticking up for him, y'all out here saying that he's entitled to my money and entitled to half and entitled to the prenup being thrown out. No. Let me know who I am, right? Let you know who I am. Let me remind y'all who I am, right? So, like I said in the previous video with that New People article about Todd allegedly cheating and allegedly talking to other women, that's not the full scope of the story, right? That's just a little breadcrumb, right? That's just a little taste. That's just a little teaser. Basically saying, if you want to go there, we can go there. If you want to go down to the gutter, we can go down to the gutter, right? That was hey, if you're trying to play dirty and get access to my money, then maybe we should let out all the tea as to why we're really getting this divorce, and I'm going to need you to rethink some things, right? But then in doing that, there is potential for blowback on Todd's side, right? If there's tea that he knows or information he knows that he might spill or someone quote unquote close to him might spill as it pertains to Kandi. But overall, Kandi, we wish you the best. We wish you, the love and support. You've got tons of love and support. Like all of Atlanta loves you and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And you've got a lot of supporters. You've got a lot of people who are there for you. I think where people are being critiquing of you and everything else is just like, how did you not see, some of the things that Todd was doing? How did you not see, like maybe Mama Joyce, like I said, maybe Mama Joyce's approach was not the best, but she wasn't wrong on her instincts, right? And everything else, right? But again, this is why people can't stress enough. It is so important to marry somebody if you're going to do this and you'll make significant amounts of money. It is so important to marry people in your tax bracket making around the same amount of money as you. So in the event this happens, prenup or no prenup, right? That it's not going to be all this rigmarole. And then you're also a public figure, you're worldwide, so now everybody's got an opinion. Now everybody's got something to say. And so now, even though initially you were hoping to keep this private, by the way you filed the names and everything else, and even though you filed a motion to keep things concealed and sealed, you're seeing now, hey, I'm still going to have to do a little bit here to let y'all know publicly that I'm going through it, and to also let y'all know that Todd Tucker is not the saint that y'all think he is, and everything else. So there's a lot of layers to this. There is a lot of moving parts to this, but again, we will keep you posted as the updates come in, because this is going to be a long battle royale, you guys, as far as this goes. And I always anticipated that if this went south, that this was going to be a very messy situation and everything else, and we're going to see how much the claws are going to come out on this divorce. But Kandi is making it clear that even though she's going through it, she's going to protect what is hers. She's going to protect what is hers and do everything she can to do so. So there is that. That is it. That is all. Es todo, es final, es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.